Cats are known to have 9 lives for a reason. They're fast, sneaky, and can land on their feet like little furry ninjas. They can squeeze through tiny spaces, dodge danger, and survive in places most animals wouldn't dare. But even with all those super skills, life on the streets is no easy ride. Hunger, illness, and bad weather can turn survival into a daily struggle. And let's not forget the unexpected dangers of being alive. Let's have a look at such cases where stray cats have been seen struggling out on the streets. Number 1, we all know cats aren't very fond of water, but sometimes street cats don't have a choice but to tackle it. Just imagine being a tiny cat clinging onto a car door for dear life while floodwaters rise all around you. That's exactly what happened in Dubai when a poor stray got caught in the chaos of a massive flood. The water was everywhere, every street and road, and high enough for the cat to feel trapped. You can almost feel the cat's fear. Look how feeble and scared it looks. Thanks to these gentlemen, the cat was safely rescued onto a boat and taken to a vet for a proper checkup and a nice meal. Who knows how long the kitty had been hanging there? Number 2. Fluffy's story is nothing short of miraculous. This tough little cat from Kalispell, Montana, was found by her owners nearly frozen in a snowbank during a brutal polar vortex. Her fur was all covered with ice, making her body stiff and almost frozen. Poor cat wasn't responding when they reached the clinic, and it looked like a hopeless case of severe hypothermia. Her temperature was so low that even the thermometers weren't registering it. But her owners and the doctors refused to give up. They warmed the cat with blankets, heated water bottles and hair dryers, and gave her IV fluids. Slowly, Fluffy began to move again. Hours later, she was sitting up, alive and recovering. Against all odds, she proved that even the iciest situations can have a warm ending. Number 3. Cats are amazing climbers, and whenever they feel threatened or chased by other animals, for example a dog, they will climb the next tree or pole to save themselves. In El Paso, Texas, a cat was found to be on top of an electric pole, and once it climbed up to the top, it was too scared to come back down. The pole is quite tall, so it's naturally afraid to fall flat on the ground. People who found the stuck cat observed that it had been up there for at least 5 days, and when no authorities agreed to help them get the cat down safely, they took the matters into their own hands. They attached a basket at the end of a long rope and with the help of a drone, managed to get the cat into the basket. What an heroic effort! Number 4. If you have a pregnant cat at home, you will provide it with the best care and love for it and the coming babies. But outside, things aren't always in the cat's favor. This mama cat has her young kittens sitting on top of what looks like a window ledge. Suddenly, one of the kittens moves too close to the edge and falls flat on the ground. Luckily, this place was just a story high, so the mama cat climbed down to search for her baby. But imagine if it was a little too high. The little one might not have survived the fall at all. Number 5. There are hundreds of buildings around the world that have served their purpose and need to be brought down, which means demolition using controlled blasts. But before that can happen, the personnel need to thoroughly check the whole building like they are doing in this video. It looks like an abandoned building, which means plenty of safe space for street cats. This building had at least 40 cats that needed to be brought outside before the demolition process could begin. The owner was even willing to pay $100 to anyone who could bring a cat out. The rescuers safely brought the cats outside to give them proper shelter, food, and care before they can be adopted by foster families. Number 6. Have a look at this serious kitty showdown. It's heartbreaking to see street cats fighting like this, but survival is brutal when you're on your own. These two are probably battling over food or territory, things we take for granted, but for them, it's life or death. Look at that fur flying. Things can get bloody fast when cats feel threatened. It's not about being mean, they're just trying to protect what little they have. Street cats face so many dangers daily, from hunger to bigger predators, and fights like this are just another struggle. Wish they could all have safe homes instead of scrapping it out on the streets. Number 7. Check out this bold tabby cat holding its ground against a sneaky fox. The fox clearly came hoping to steal some free food, but this street-savvy kitty wasn't having it. Look at that confidence. Meanwhile, the fox is hesitating, even backing off. You'd think a wild fox would dominate, but nope. This cat's saying, "My bowl, my rules." It's funny, but also a little sad. Both just trying to survive. One as a stray, the other as a wild scavenger. Still, major respect for the cat's fearless energy. Number 8. Mother cats are next-level protectors. This brave stray proves it. This mama cat is in a desperate situation and grabs onto the pants of one of the men to direct their attention. And it worked. The men followed the cat and soon found her kittens one by one. One of the babies was nearly unconscious, weak and helpless. But thanks to her persistence, these kind men stepped in, giving the little family a second chance. This cat gave her best to get help from humans so that her kittens could survive. Moments like this remind us how compassionate both animals and people can be. Huge respect for this supermom and the heroes who listened. Number 9. This security footage captures a brutal moment. A cat darting across the road only to be struck by a speeding car. At first, it seems okay as it bolts away. But then the painful truth is also recorded. The cat collapses under a parked car, its body twitching violently. Those spasms aren't just shock. They're likely neurological damage or internal bleeding, signs its little body is shutting down. Street cats face dangers daily, but when you get to see such accidents, you feel really bad for these innocent creatures. A split-second disaster. This cat was at the wrong place at the wrong moment, and it wasn't even the mistake of the driver. Many drivers don't even stop, leaving injured animals to suffer alone. The worst part here is that this poor cat didn't make it. It struggled under the car alone, with no one around. Rest in peace, little one. Number 10. This poor cat's nightmare is hard to watch. Somewhere between curiosity and bad luck. It got caught in a closing garage door, leaving half its body crushed inside while the other half is dangling outside. Its desperate meows scream pain and panic, but with the homeowners away, there's no one to release the pressure or call for help. Every second trapped like this is torture. Ribs compressed, organs strained, possibly even spinal damage. Bystanders can hear its cries, but can't do much without risking further injury. It's a brutal reminder of how quickly ordinary things, like automatic garage doors, turn deadly for animals. If you see something like this, act fast. Call emergency services, animal control, or even a locksmith. No creature should suffer like this, alone and in agony. Number 11. This poor kitty somehow tumbled into a deep, freshly bricked construction pit with no way out. The video shows it frantically scrambling up the walls, claws digging into the bricks, but always falling just short of the edge. You can almost feel its panic, trapped, exhausted, and totally alone. Then, just as some kind of onlookers lower a ladder to help, the cat suddenly summons its inner superhero. With one mighty leap, we are out, safe on ground level. No ladder is needed after all. It's a wild mix of tension and triumph, proof of how strong a scared cat's survival instincts are. Shout out to the folks who tried to help, but extra respect to this fierce little escape artist. So folks, if you ever see a street cat in a desperate situation, always stop to help the creature out. Press the like button if you loved watching the video. Thanks for staying till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.